ya kwani mashakil bijere salambi wansulu kanina kuluhibu badu ya jama mashakil bijere salambi wansulu salam alaikum alaikum salam salam alaikum alaikum salam salam dema binadi bet ya kwani na kan belet ma fi fogo salam dema binadi belet ya kwani na kan shokol zato ma fi fogo salam dema binadi shokol ya kwani
مساء الخير. Listeners, Zaharu. I will play another one more song or two more songs. But then نجي نشوف. Yep.
Nangonga nangikulo ko ekatalina Hamuna den namuru nangikulo uro kitinanda Hamuna den nadaran yang konye maluliri dutananu ya kurota ai Nangonga kanyubonga na berona ai Namaro kanyubonga na berona ya kurota ai Mudunyang kanyubonga na berona ya kurota ai Kodo wakuni kemai koko maneti kempuna tigor Piyong an kaglelek mona magortu Akoda de karabari kukuti do atu oka kingoji kendeli Do si chiko tuan ai kemni ngokaduru Amanga kando urkulu kinyo jelinga kuluka Hadit jinanganya hai turkele kapetan Nangonga nangikulo ko ekatanina Hamunda den namuru nangikulo uro kitinana Hamunda den nadaran yang konye maluliri dutananu ya kurota ai Nangonga kanyubonga na berona ai Namaro kanyubonga na berona ya kurota ai Udunyang kanyubonga na berona ya kurota ai Moka Lalia lelenga Ingona tarunda munu kotu yare Ija iji kundo gorong mede di kobilito Kulolo mamandu wigitu sosota ai Ababa nanda unekuwen Kogongi kanyara kaka moroga kakita Ai nanda metundene Hikemni hi twa Hijuryu lelenga Kodo hingi di giling Naikem nyango kwa tururu Nangonga nangikulo ko ekatanina Hamunda den namuru nangikulo uro kitinanda Hamunda lobata tolelenga namoro iri banyu gonge na berona angoseri nangutu dungani bewuri you izolon teibi nangutu dungole ko wale nerenye baba konanto moji kwenye pujotalika nangonga nangikuloko ekatalina Hamunda den namuru nangikulo uro kitinanda Hamunda den kansu gadaru banyu gonge na perona Lina langira banyu gonge na perona Limi laiker banyu gonge na perona Chalimo kiri banyu gonge na perona Ori diolo banyu gonge na perona Hamunda den Chale, ayu gonge na berona. Hamunda den. Mere robogi ayu gonge na berona. Lokucho kat ayu gonge na berona. Namaro ayu gonge na berona ya kulota ay. Mudunya ayu gonge na berona ya kulota ay.
Shukran, I'm back. أغنية أغنية بيكسر القلب وفي نفس الوقت بشجع الناس اللي لسه قاعدين واللي لسه continue with the struggle, but it's very very meaningful and غنى بتاع so there when you lost almost everybody from your family members or your beloved family members. It's not easy song, but again, yeah, I do love this song. أنا بسلم عليكم. I was still sharing the group to the groups. Let me play one more song and then I will get back again while I'm still sharing the videos. I'll be back.
Idasir sana wajuba lisanyalama Shawari del nyongoro Aine biya musulbe kakarba Umo elisa wangulube tiri la hola Contract wadile nastabara Uroste kulu kese mufijeba Corruption biga safi kulu sekta Sala kenisa tala business center Aino abuna biga bidor be bouncer Leaders have eyes but they can't see For the future on this country Aya biga safi bele Bele mazeta bediride Iya biga tala sika Bele mazeta bediride Aya biga safi bele di Bele mazeta bediride Iya biga tala sika Bele mazeta bediride Biwaja, 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 biwaja shedi Umata inafi beto bi asadu ya wele itafana kebit utama bagdet abinu be Mara dugu telefon jana bounce in school headmaster gali fisto Lisa madafawo Iya beledi itabiga nuketi mami Bumfok fata inataki Ihalak tabani Baba Dictorion Itabiga nuketir baba Bumfok fata inataki Ihalak tabani Corruption biga safi kulu sekta Sala kenisa tala business center Abuna biga bidoro be bouncer Leaders have eyes but they can't see For the future on this country Aya biga safi bele Bele mazeta bediride Iya biga tala sikama Bele mazeta bediride Aya biga safi bele di Bele mazeta bediride ya bigeta la sika Bele mazeta bedirde Biwaja 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 shedi
مساء الخير again مرة أخرى. بسلم عليكم كله باسم ربنا يسوع المسيح في زمن بتحسي. شكرا الناس الحاضرين معي في الخط. أنا بسلم لكم again. Please feel free to share. This is whereby we get more viewers, more people to join us, to listen to us. This is whereby the video have to settle because can has a friend talata kida amalu report the video will disappear. So the only thing that I'm going to ask you to do it for me is please share and like, and again don't forget to comment. Tell me your view as well. Inshallah, view bitak can you agree with me, you disagree with me, please write it down. I wanted to know how you feel about what I'm going to say or what will be said in this platform. Is agree to disagree is not a big deal عشان احنا لازم نختلف ونكونوا enemy لبعض. No, بنتعلم من بعض صح. That's the major thing. Always ان احنا ما هنا أذكياء ولا نقول عندنا wisdom لدرجة إنه كلامنا بيكون 110% صح. So إنسان هو إنسان، في أخطاء بتحصل وفي أفكار بعض مرات ما بيكون ما أفكار opinion يعني opinion بعض مرات ما بيكون 100% في محله ولا نقول 110 في محله. لكن كل ما نحن بندي في الكلام بندي وبناخد مع بعض بنتعلم من بعض. يمكن في حاجة أنا فات علي لكن عندك. This is whereby communication is really good. عامل شير في واتساب جروبات، في جروب بتاعت فيسبوك، في بيج بتاعت فيسبوكس ولا في حتات تانية. رسل لفرينات في ماسنجر ولا في حتات تانية. اي سوشيال ميديا بلاتفورم اللي انت بتقدر مثلا تقدر تعمل فوق شير، ده بيكون حاجه جميل جدا جدا عشان هنا نقدر نلقى شويه رقم زياده كده. لكن الفيديو دائما هو هنا وهيكون هنا حتى لو انا خلصت الفيديو هيكون قاعد، والبيجي بعدين بيجي بكره بيجي بعد بكره لسه شنو بيجي بيسمع. بينه وبينك كده اعمل خدمه، قدم لنا خدمه من عندك، ما تبخل علينا. there is nothing much. ما بيكلف فيك، ما بيكلف منك حاجه. حتى لو انت بقيت ما قادر تعمل شيء في بابليك في صفحتك بتاعت فيسبوك، لكن رسله في جروبات. بكون many of us في جروبات. انا جنيد، انا يمكن عندي قريب كم 20 ولا 30 جروبس. اعمل فوق شير في اي جروب انت بتعرفه، كان في واتساب ولا في ماسنجر زي ما انا قلت، ولا جروب في any other platform اللي انت بتعرفه. بليز شير زي ما انا قلت، ما بكلف منك حاجه. let's us come back to our Zoom decorum. الاسبوع الفات رفعنا الزوم ديكورم due to Christmas season. لانه ده احتفال وكنا متوقعين يمكن في ناس هيجوا لانه الدنيا كريسماس. ناس بتكون لابسه لبس بتاع كريسماس، ناس بتكون فرحانه وكده يجي يقدموا wishes لفاميليز فرينات اللي هم connected with. That's why نحن كنا رفعنا زوم ديكورم ما كان قلنا في 2 لايفات ما شاهدت له متابعين يوم الاثنين ويوم الثلاثاء. عملنا 2 لايفات ما ذكرنا فوق زوم ديكورم. But today is in place. رجعنا تاني لزوم ديكورم. So طبعا زوم ديكورم معروف يا جماعة. The 2 sisterly platforms, Zoom Decorum, Zoom and Landing Zone rules. We call it Decorum, right? So that the rules بتاعت the platforms ده اللي نحن عندنا بنشتغل فوقه. غالبا بنلبس لبس محترم عشان نطلبوه في اللايف، و بناخد وندي في الكلام. اختلاف الرأي هيكون فيه، لكن ما لدرجة إنه كان اختلفنا في الرأي. انتوا قاعدين تسمعوني يا جماعة، شبكة حقيقة كانوا. Yeah, just write message in and tell me my voice is clear or something, because my network is playing up. Shukran, Sister Mercy Paul. So, بنختلف في الآراء، لكن ما بنختلف إلى اختلاف شخصي. يعني أنا قد اختلفت معك في الرأي وليت اختلفت معي في الرأي، ما بنوصل لدرجة إنه اختلاف ده يكون سبب بينه وبينك. مثلا نتقابل في حتة ما نتكلم، نتقابل في فيسبوك نشاكله، نتقابل وين نشاكله، وريت تشتمني وأنا أشتمك. نو السياسة والسياسة، كل واحد عنده opinion، وopinion بتاع كل زول محترم. opinion بتاع كل زول محترم بيحترموه، except إلا كان أنت جيت مثلا، شكرا ميرسي، إلا كان أنت مثلا جيت وقلت لي opinion بتاعك ده، لكن لما نحن نقعد ونعمل فوقه تحاليل وما يكون في محله، وانت تكون مصر وكده وذاته هو يعني حاجه ذاته ما جاي قريب للفكره ذاته، ممكن ان احنا نعمل نختلف معك فوق، لكن برضو ما بودي على اساس انه خلاص ده سبب اختلاف بينه وبينك للابد. زي ما بقولوا السياسه ده كلام الليل وبكره، لكن بكره انت ممكن تشوفوا السياسيين في ويسترن هنا لما نخش برلمان بيشاكل، وتقول ناس ديل ما بيمشوا بيشربوا شاي سوا، لما يطلعوا كده في ريسبشن سلام ويلا سلام باللحظان وشاي بكبوا، ناس بيشربوا ياكلوا كيك بتاعهم، ويلا بعد كده يزول يركب عربيته يفرتك. اصلا السياسه خليه ما يكون سبب بين الناس ويفرتك ناس، ده الهدف الوحيد. at the end of the day we all عيال بتاع جنوب السودان، we all South Sudanese citizen. ما في زول احسن من زول، وما في زول اشطر من زول، وما في زول كعب لدرجه انه يكرهوا لموت. ثالثا حاجه كل يوم انا بقول حاجه ده شحشحه. المهم انت فاهمنا انا قصدي شنو. انت كان الدنيا ويكند، طبعا عندنا هنا الليله يوم السبت مساء، غالبا ويكند في ناس بيكونوا شويه كده مبسوطين، والدنيا طبعا كمان public holiday، بكره يوم 31/12 وبعد بكره يوم 1/1. في ناس بيكونوا محتفلين، في ناس لسه at home في holiday. انت كمان واحد من الجماعه ديل اقعد تسمع اخر لك، عشان بكره لما تيجي فوق هنا طبعا حاجه ده بعد مرات push you go you can speak better, come up, send me the link وهنا يدل، ويلا يقوم يرسلوا لك لينك. طبعا احنا قاعدين هنا بورا الكاميرا ما عارفين الحاصل باكشن، رسل لك لينك وانت لما تيجي هناك خلاص شكلك كده الله قادر. ويلا بكره لما تكون واعي تجي تقول والله قلنا أنا ما كنت واعي ومعلش كده delete my video that out because I don't want to be seen like that وشنو شنو. We never deleted one video, just to be mindful. These videos, all videos that we have since we started those platforms, they're still here and here to remain. And we have 2 YouTubes. We have Zoom YouTube, Landing Zone YouTube. So if you don't want to be seen in public, مشحشح أو تحت أسمع براها وما تكتب nasty comment. That's the 4th one. If you start to write bad comment or insulting people left and right, we as an host of these 2 platforms, myself and Brother Nderinda, the co-host with me, I don't think today he's gonna make it. He's busy somewhere. If you start to insult us or insult anyone, our viewers who are writing comments in the comment section, you will be warned. First time, second time as well. The 3rd time, you will be banned from the Zoom and Landing Zone totally. So once and for all, this is the decision that have been put as a rule for these 2 platforms plus the YouTubes. So بعدين بكره ما تجي تقول لنا زوم طلعوني ولا الناس لاندنج طلعوني وناس ديل كده وناس ديل كده. You have to know that any mistake that you commit here, you will be told before ما عملوا لك remove, just to minimize or to stop what you're doing. Otherwise everything will be good, and just try to stay يعني نحترم الطرفين. تحترمنا ونحن برضو بنقدم لك جسم الاحترام، لأنه زي ما بقولوا احترام طرفين. If you give me respect, I give you respect back. If you disrespect me, I have no option, then I just have to remove you, because we in this platform, we don't insult, and we don't remove people for no reason, and we don't delete videos, and we don't come here drunk. All this stuff, we put those rules upon ourselves before bring it out to you on these platforms. So shukran katir. Those are the Zoom decorum. So let me play one more song, then I come back again, and you bear with me a minute. Pin friend. Thank you, brother Loco. I'm not sure if I pronounce the name right. Just forgive me, please. And yeah.
You say we are free, and in a list I give you more, you better. It's all. You say we are free, and in a list about your more, you was gone. Ayan, Jana Junubi ayan, Mafi Gurus, Gisim Giwaja Shedi. Oh, Jian. Jana Junubi Jian, Wasu Bilel, Omakulu Elefadur. Anataban, since 2011, Ladiasa, same level today. Anataban, 21 years, fighting freedom, and we are fighting ourselves today. No one is safe on Emily Road. No one is safe on Juba to Terekeka Road. Dead bodies recovered on the river Nile. Only God knows when the killers will be found. Oh no. Land grabbers everywhere, the youth are dying on the streets. We were finished from the bullets of the unknown gunmen. and cattle raiders. Ayan, ayan, Jana Junubi ayan, Mafi gurus, Kisim Giwaja Shedi. Oh, Jian, Jian, Jana Junubi Jian, Wasu Bilel, Omakulu Elefatu. Anataban, since 2011, Ladiasa, same level today. Anataban, 21 years, fighting for freedom, and we are fighting ourselves today. No, if this time for everything, where is time for our peace? Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh. If this time for everything, where is time for our peace? We prayed for this country. Oh, school fees, and I'm a we wanna soon. Min madare sarta koma, le university ta koma. Omon bigger gali. Yeah, the promise of free education by Dr. John is gone. Anataban, sit sure, mafi me alejeju shabi. Oh, Wanataban, sabashur, mafi me ale usasa sukur. Oh, Anataban, since 2011, same level today. It's Marco.
Okay, what's this song told you guys? Agani dukul agani muasir wagani borik how South Sudanese are suffering and how children in South Sudan now are trying to send their message across. Well, this more Atim Marco Atim is still teenager, like he's still young man. في عمر نقول يمكن 20 ولا 21 في حدود ده. But when you sit down and try to listen keenly the song that he sang, is telling us there is a lot and there is still lots of job for us to do as South Sudanese citizens. Is just think like a long time ago أطفال في عمر بتاع ناس ماركو أتيم والناس اللي في عمره ما كانوا بيحسوا بأتعاب، ما كان بيحسوا بمشاكل الماشي around them because ما كنا وصلنا في مرحلة الحسن جنوب السودان وصل فوقه. Whatever took place in South Sudan or taking place currently in South Sudan really make all Junubin to think twice from young age to old age. خلى فنانين كله يغنوا، خلوا ناس like شعراء يكتبوا، ناس بيجي يكتبوا كتب تواريخ. أي زول ده يسجل تاريخ، أي زول ده يسجل تاريخ بتاع مرحلة الحسي جنوبين ماشيين فوقه. اوكي التوبيك حقنا بتاع الليلة معروف، وانت كان قريت التايتل بوريك هناك. We are talking today about South Sudan condition or نقول هنا كان سميناه بالعربي الثرثرة على بساط قلوب الوطن. There is a lot going on in South Sudan. There is a lot been taking place in South Sudan, and that's why you see we as South Sudanese or South Sudan itself have lots of opposition, and that did not come out of blue. انت ليلة كان اب في بيت، قانون بتاعك في بيت، you're not gentle father with your own children, then then you will see most of your children will rebel against the family. ده حاجة وارد وده حاجة معروف. عيال بتاع زمن حسن هنا فوق ده بمسكوه بطريقة كويس. انت لازم تكون gentle مع عيال عشان ما يعمل شنو rebel, and you have to provide whatever necessary العيال محتاجين له. كل حاجة جنا محتاج له انت لازم تبروفايد، حتى كان ما بقى بالنسبة 100%، لازم يكون بالنسبة بتاعت 70 ولا 68%، عشان الجنا ما يربل against الفاميلي، ولا عشان الجنا ذاته ما يعمل شنو يتك behavior من برا. لأنه most of the children now you see they go and learn stuff outside because shortage اللي هو بلغاه في بيت. It's the same thing في South Sudan at the moment. There is a lots of oppositions. That's why I just resemble this to like up my عيال ورئيس بتاع جنوب السودان my citizen. That's why I'm trying to bring it closer so everybody can understand. For Junub Sudan, we have 50 plus opposition. Do you think when you have in one country 50 plus opposition, say Junub Sudan na raise the raise Nasia? Dama raise al Nasia. Things are not going right. There is lots of shortage. في دولة ناس قاعدين يكوركوا ما في services بصورة عامة، ما في مستشفيات، ما في شوارع، ما في موية نظيف ساكت، ما في أكل، ما في مدارس، ما في مستشفيات، ما في and there is no shelter ذاته للناس تاني. الناس قاعدين في مخيمات. imagine إحنا لما كنا في السودان الأم، جنوب السودان ده كان فوقه مخيمات، كان في أجرة يونيمس I believe يمكن كان بس في أبيي، but not في جنوب السودان، not في جوبا، not في ملكان، not في محلات التانية، ده ما في. لكن هسي مخيمات بقى everywhere في أركان بتاع جنوب السودان. ده بوريك بأنه الحكومة ما شايف شغله، دولة حكومة بنفسه ما شايف شغله. بعدين إننا دولتنا ما دولة فقير. We have everything. We have everything that في دول ما عندهم. We shouldn't be in that stage. Since our independence, we live in UN aid until today. But before 2011, our independence, South Sudan independent, and ما كنا عايشين في UN aid. ده بوريك بأنه فعلا الحكومة دي ما قادرة تمسك مسؤولية بتاعت الدولة. ناس ده ما قادرة تمسك مسؤولية. المفروض they just have to give up and give this responsibility back to the citizen. They have to choose their own leader that they want. But unfortunately, it's not going to happen easy. We have to liberate ourselves again. ده واحد. في أيام الفات نحن شفنا سلفا كير كتب جواب للرئيس بتاعت لروتو، رئيس بتاع كينيا. So let me see if I can bring that up. Let me see if I can do this right. No, hold on. Go ahead. I'm trying to bring this up so I can read it. Okay. I just have to read it. Pretty much doesn't give me option to share. Okay, girl. ده في South Sudan TV. كمان بتلقى النسخة منه في اي راديو. Okay, President Salva Kiir Mayardit has written a letter to his Kenya counterpart, William Ruto, to mediate peace talk between the government of South Sudan and the holdout group, who are non-signatories to 2018 peace agreement as the country goes to poll in 2024. The Minister of Presidential Affairs, Bangasi Joseph Bokosor, confirmed this to SSBC in Juba on Monday. So زي ما أنا قلت أنت برضك بتلقى ده النسخة منه هتلقاه وين في اي راديو، لكن ده حسب في SSBC تلفزيون بتاع جنوب السودان. So what I'm here to say today is Kenya a safe place to host the oppositions for peace talk? That's our main discussion. هل كينيا ده who safe place le holdout group to go and have this peace talk في Kenya? In my own opinion, I don't think Kenya is safe. There is previous stuff happened. But before we go to that, let's go back في برنامج taking place at the moment about the peace negotiation في Rome. هل الكلام ده انتهى؟ عشان كير يمشي يفتح another باب تاني جديد. كير ما طلع من روم براو ما في زور رفض يقعد مع كير في روم. They have been hosting Rome with his delegation. He always sent his delegation for the peace negotiation for Rome. But those people have no political will to negotiate this peace and to make things tangible to bring peace to Junubin for South Sudan. Every time they go there, they go back, they destroy everything. Mugabalat kulu, يقول قال خلاص أنا ما جايين how many times Kir refused to go back to Rome? 3 times he refused to go back to Rome. Nas Rome gadini amulilo shunu. There is nothing that Kir awal mara naman masha rafad عشان يساين agreement ما like في cessation of hostilities عشان هو يساين ده والناس يوقفوا مثلا مهاجمات مع بعض. بعد كده عشان الناس يمشي شنو في برنامج بتاعت peace talk هم رافضين. تاني مرة برضو رسل delegation لما رجع كير مشى قتل ناس نانيس في نوملي رود. عمل ده بالضر، قتل نانيس في نوملي رود. ناشونال سيكيورتي بتاع قتل نانيس في نوملي رود. ناس لما كان راجعين من سنتينري اللي كان عملوه في نوملي. في الرجوع قتلوا نانيس. بعد ما قتلوا نانيس كير كتب جواب ورفض على اساس انه هما هيجوين بيس توك تاني في روم، عشان هو شال الكلام ده خطاه في ناشونال سالفيشن فران بانه ده ناس ناشونال سالفيشن فران يا هو شنو قتلوا ناس نانيس في نوملي رود، which is there is no وجود بتاع ناشونال سالفيشن فران في نوملي رود. ده كان حجه من سلفاكير عشان كيف هو دار يطلع، لانه حاجه اللي هو دايره في الروم اصلا هو ما قادر يلقاه. هو ما قادر يشتري اوبوزيشن ديل في الروم، ما قادر يقنع واحد منهم عشان يرجعهم في جوبا. Those oppositions they standing their grounds. ما انه he offered people those oppositions money, nobody wanted to take his money. He offered the oppositions positions بتاع نائب رئيس وبتاع شنو ناس ديل كلهم رفضوا، ولا دايرين positions ولا دايرين قروش. بمعنى ناس ديل دايرين شنو؟ دايرين سلام للجنوبين. البلد لازم يكون عنده سلام. اي جنوبي الليله ما ممكن يمسك قروش، اي جنوبي ممكن يقبل position. حسن الناس اللي قبلوا position رجعوا في جوبا، هل سلام جاء؟ ما الرياكي هذا قاعد في جوبا، سلام ما جاء. معلوم ما كان جارين ورا الرياق جارين وراه وطرد. لما طردوا لحد الرياق ده مشى خطر سجنوه وين؟ في كونغو. من كونغو ما مشى سجنوه في كونغو، مشى من كونغو لحد مشى سجنوه في ساوث افريقيا. لما سجنوه هناك ده جا رجعوا لحد خرطوم، من خرطوم بعد عملوا الديل بتاع اجريمنت رجعوا جوبا. الرياق صار 4 سنة ولا ماشي ل5 سنة في جوبا. ليه سلام ما جاء؟ ما ده فعلا زول اللي هو ساين اجريمنت معه يا هو الرياق. لكن سلفاكير عنده اتنشن على اساس انه دير يجيب اوبوزيشن كله داخل جوبا ويقفلهم في قفص. دير يجيب اوبوزيشنز كله من برا يدخلهم في جوبا ويقفلهم في قفص زي ما هسه هو ركن رياض. كلام ده ما قادر يلقاه في روم، عشان كده هو داير يحول فينيو ده again from Rome all the way to Nairobi because Nairobi ده زول اللي بيقدر بيعملوه برين واش بقروش. روتو ولا نقول طبعا روتو ده هو الرئيس الحالي، لكن الرئيس السابق طبعا حاجه حصل في كينيا نينا ما بنعرف ولا الرئيس السابق ولا الرئيس القادم ولا الرئيس بتاع فيتشا ولا الرئيس الحالي ذاته. المهم الحصل حصل وين؟ حصل في كينيا. عندنا ناس اوبوزيشن ده لمهم من كينيا مش قتلهم في لوري، وده حاجه سلفاكير ديرو. سلفاكير دير ناس توماس ناس باغان ديل يمشي يحضروا شنو بيس توك في روم عشان هو يقدر يكيدناب ناس ديل again from Nairobi to Juba to be killed. لانه في روم he cannot do it. هو ما هيقدر يعمل الكلام ده في روم، وما هيقدر يعمل الكلام ده في ويسترن وورلد اصلا. هو داير حاجه ده يحصل في الدول اللي هو مثلا بيقدر يتكلم مع الرئيس بتاع الدول ديل وكان ببرايب he can bribe them give them money whatever it is عشان الناس ده لازم opposition ده يرحلون في جوبا بعد كده يمشي يقتلون في نايدا. في جوبا هناك يدخلون بلو هاوس يمشي يقتلون زي ما قتلوا اجري يدري وقتلوا منو سامويل دون. وفي كم ناس النجوا من موت القبضون من كينيا هنا، في كم ناس، وفي ناس لحد يوم الليله في بلو هاوس. هل سلفكير فكره بتاعه بوزيشن اللي هو عنده حسه يومين بتاع ديبيتي بتاع ايجاد، ديبيتي شيء بتاع ايجاد، he wanted to use this position again هما ويليام روتو to manipulate other oppositions البرا ده عشان يرجعوا يقتلوهم. who is going to accept that؟ ما في زول حيقبل هيتا ده، opposition ما حيقبل معاه، لأن opposition قاعدين برا وعينهم في جوبا، هم عارفين هل جوبا ده وoppositions الداخل جوبا هل انت هتعمل implementation بتاع peace agreement ده؟ انت ما سلفكير قبل كده الدوك راي بتاعهم هم الناس دي، الدوك راي بتاعهم انت لما قلت توماس خليه يجي في جوبا، توماس وباغان let them come to Juba so we can implement the peace agreement. ناس جماعة دي وروك عديل بالذات توماس شيريلو قال لك يا اخي you implement, you have React there, you React برضو كان عمل public appeal to Thomas Shirilo to come to Juba so they can implement the peace agreement together. Thomas قال يا أخي implement the peace agreement that you guys have. When the country bigger peacefully, they have no anything that will let them to stay outside of the country. They will come back. When they come back, they're not going to act like Nasal, they're in position, Lisa. They will go to their villages and stay home. كلام ده ما قالوا لكم واضح. كلام ده قالوا لكم واضح. What is it now? طلوع بتاع سلفكير نهاية ما delegation بتاع من روم this year. قال لكم round table. The National Consensus Forum has been issued. انتوا قلتوا ما عارفين معنى بتاع كلام ده شنو، شرحوا لكم زي الروضة، خدتوكم تحت شرحوا لكم بورق وقلم 1 1 2 3 4 5. You said you guys going back home to let your boss know. The delegation بتاعكم قال ماشيين let Salva Kiir know. When those went back to Juba, you Salva Kiir have issued the round table in Juba. You have issued the round table in Juba because it's a good في كم ألف ناس الدارين يحضروا راوند تيبل. كم ألف ناس ده انت ما بتقدر تسافرهم لروم. Again, who is gonna come to Juba sit with you في round table اللي انت قاعد issue. Nobody will come and sit down there with you في Juba عشان كلام بتاع round table. Round table ده issued by opposition against you. انت لازم انت كان تحضر تيجي تحضر، كان ما ترتاح ترفع بها. لكن كل ما opposition يطلع باجنده سلفا كير بمشي بكريت دي سام اجنده في الجنوب. opposition يا طالع باجنده بتاعت راوند تيبل اور ناشونال كونسنسس فورم. opposition يا طالع بو. انت المفروض كان ما دارين تحضروا ولا ما دارين تشوفوا، انتوا شايفين حاجه is a bit harmful for your regime. Then opposition have no option because nobody will come to Kenya. Kenya is not a safe haven. Nobody will come to Juba for peace negotiation with you. انت رفضك لبيس نيغوشيشن انت بديت من في خرطوم، ما بدا بس هسه من في خرطوم. مشاكل بتاعك مع رياك لحد ما انت جيت كلمت عديل في public قلت this peace have been designed not to be implemented. So انت دار شنو تاني من الناس oppositions. If you see this peace the agreement have been designed not to be implemented, you don't need that peace agreement. Salva Kiir قرار من عندك، جيب ناس ديل كله في محل واحد الودين في جوبا ده implement a security arrangement. كلام بتاعك لا ستقعد تطنط فوقه كلام انتخابات ما انتخابات ده this is the last band في agreement بتاع عندك ده آخر بند. المفروض يحصل. انت غير يونيفاي فورسز اللي انت عملته وخرجت الناس من غير سلاح وعملت فوقه ليب وفوضى، انت قلت ده بند انت عملت فوق implementation. لكن ما بيوري على اساس انه unified forces ده is a real unified forces لجنوب السودان. جيش ده ما جيش قبلي، جيش ده جيش قبلي وكلهم مسلحين، ولكن من قبيله ثاني ده انت ما سلحتم. بمعنى انت قتلت ناس ديل، انت ترسل زول في منطقه عمليات يمشي في ملكان، you deploy them to ملكان to go there, you deploy them to check your messenger Joseph, I send it to your messenger. So you send them to Melakan empty handed. وفي rebels هناك. Do you want these people to go and be killed in Upper Nile and then في جوبا يا مسلحين؟ they have a security in either unified forces. This is not even part or not even close to something called, you know, security. There they give security في جنوب السودان. It hurt the life with the other people's in danger. Those forces has a machine that can قتلهم بيقتلهم لأنه they cannot defend themselves. كده نرسل واحد لينك انتهت هنا. ياهو اللينك انا رسلته تحت هنا. So this security arrangement is not done. Census بتاع جنوب السودان is not done. وانت نطيت طوالي من محل ده لشنو؟ نطيت طوالي لانتخابات. وانت داير تجيب opposition جوا باسم بتاع انتخابات. Meanwhile انتخابات ده شكله ذاته ما انتخابات النسيه. ما شايفين في زول واقف مع سلفا في انتخابات ده. ما شايفين في زول واقف. سلفا براو كانديديت الواقف للانتخابات ده. He's the only candidate واقف في الانتخابات ده. ما في زول تاني. So now you wanted to use this انتخابات عشان تجيب قال opposition. Opposition cannot go inside there. ده كلام فارغ وكلام فارغ منك. كده أنا نقرأ جواب بتاعت National Salvation Front. Bear with me a minute. جوزيف أنا قطعت لينك في أنا خدت لينك في سكرين هنا. Okay, here. Okay, this is again from National Salvation Front. إنت بتلقاه في اي راديو. تلقاه في اي راديو. It says NAS refers peace talk in Rome City, Kenya and safe. ده حاجة ما safe زي ما أنا قلت قبل. This press have been the interview عملوا the spokesperson بتاعت National Salvation Front, which is Soba Samuel, done 200 يا ربي يوم 20 hours ago. That was yesterday only, 20 hours ago. بكون yesterday زمن بتاعت South Sudan. So the National Salvation Front has raised the issue of changing the venue for peace negotiation, city security concerns, including the past report of the disappearance of South Sudanese in neighboring country. ده نفس حاجة اللي أنا قلته قبل شوية. We have opposition used to live in Kenya. They have disappeared. And lately, report came out by UN, made a report, as you know, those opposition have been kidnapped from Kenya and sent back to Juba to the killer Salva Kiir, and they have been killed in Blue House. Earlier, when this report came out, we read the report by UN says they have been killed in Luri. But pretty much there is another evidence come out from one person come from Blue House as well, was in Blue House before, have been arrested there. And there is an eyewitnesses from Blue House attested that those two individuals, which is Samuel Dong and Agri Edri, have been killed in Blue House after midnight, and their body have been transported to Luri and buried in Luri somewhere. So that statement بتاعت اللي نحن لقيناه من ناس eye witnesses. Okay, let me continue with the reading of Soba Samuel. Benghazi Joseph Bakasoro hoped the process would begin as soon as possible to allow the return of the groups before the planned general election. They're using the election as a haja muhim, which is nobody that wanted this election. According to Joseph Bakasoro, the president wanted the holdout groups to participate in democracy process, to participate in the democratic process. Okay, reacting to the move, the NAS spokesperson Samuel Soba says Kenya is not neutral ground to conduct peace talk due to allegation of kidnapping of government critique. Yani aizo gadi critique government guide in Nairobi will be kidnapped. Juba has penetrated security in the region, penetrated the security in the region, and you have known the people who have been kidnapped and who have been killed. All these things have been done by supervision and instruction in Juba, Soba said. Gary to Arfin, you guys know who have been kidnapped and who have been killed. Those two I have mentioned, which is Samuel Dong and Agri Edri, have been kidnapped from Nairobi and brought back to Juba, killed. Fi Blue House, later buried in Nigeria. The phenom Maurole family zatu lahad yomelela mahala the phenom fogo. And there is some of them have been kidnapped. Today they're still in Blue House, and some of them maybe zatu Kotolom Mamaruf. The regime is not safe. And what we know is that the regime in Juba wanted this talk to be brought here in Nairobi, near the area, such that they have an interest. He said that they are who interest with Salva Kiir. That's why the regime had them in Rome, all the way from Rome to Nairobi. عشان from Nairobi بس كان مدة دين زي بمسك واحد بيجيبه في جوبا، بمسك واحد زي بيجيبه في جوبا. ده حاجة معروف. لكن هناك he cannot do it. عشان كده حاسه who dare use power who عنده as a deputy of IGAD deputy chair of IGAD. مش سلفاكير يومين ده هو deputy chair بتاع IGAD وروتو ياهو رئيس بتاع IGAD chair person بتاع IGAD. Now they wanted to use this power عشان قالوا هم الناس بتاع IGAD the IGAD countries هم ياهو أنا كده لقيت لك مجرم وين ذاته قاعد يقتل الناس وهي بيجي بقعد بحل قضية قال بتاع بيس توك. انت هو شتت الناس خليت الناس كله بقى oppositions. طردت الناس كله من بلد and the same you wanted to host these people. Salvakir, you're joking يا أخوي. You are joking. You're really joking. ما في زول عوير لدرجة إنه يشيل سكين يخطه في رقبته. If you wanna come back to venue في Rome is still open. You're the one run away from that venue. Nobody chase you. Nobody said you're not allowed to come there. That venue is still there, and we still there as a position to talk, to negotiate. You wanna come to Rome? You most welcome. We have this National Consensus Forum has been launched 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, I believe, and is still active, and we're still ready here, and we're ready to talk. الدائرة المستديرة. إنت كان داير ولا ما دايره؟ لسه قاعد active. You bring yourself, let us talk. بعدين الناس اللي في جنوب السودان تقدر تجيبهم كله كم ألف ده. Why do you want to bring كم ألف people for؟ ده منو قال ذاته دايرين لك كم ألف؟ بعدين ده لسه ناس لسه في بداية بتاع المحادثات. الأجندة الأصلية ذاته لسه ما خطوا لك تيت عشان يونسوا. لأنه كان بيجا real peace talk هيختاروا venue النيوترال اللي بيقدر بيhost both sides opposition plus regime. بعدين انت مالك بس to choose delegation كان من youth كان من civil societies كان من church كان salatin. You can only choose 1 or 2 from each. You don't have to bring thousands of people to Western here for peace talk. جيب رئيس بتاع النسوان، جيب رئيس بتاع الشباب ولا السكرتير العام بتاعهم، وجيب زول بتاع civil society، جيب زول بتاع مثلا and your own delegation بتاع حكومة. You don't have to bring thousands. اللي قاعد تكلم كلامه ده like مرة الفات نايدا قاعد يكلم كلامه في لما انتوا you created your own نايدا round table in Juba. That's not the motive. حتى opposition ديل حتى انت قال opposition ديل بسيط. National Salvation Front عنده كم ممبر؟ إيمانويل أجاوني عنده كم ممبر؟ فاجار عنده كم ممبر؟ هسه هم كان ماشيين عشان يمشي بيس توك ده هيشيلوا الناس ممبرز ده كله ما؟ No. هيختاروا only a few delegation who will go and represent. انتوا بقى متى تاكلوا بأغلى الناس حلاوة و you guys are trying to manipulate الناس المساكين في الجنوب ده بأفكاركم الميتة اللي انتوا عارفين قال الجنوبين هناك ذاتهم they cannot even digest كلام اللي انتوا قاعدين تقولوا ده. ما بيعمل فوقه analysis. And that's not gonna work because it who got to make things harder for everyone. Since حسب كلام بتاع peace talk في روم ده هسه ماشي ل 4 years. What did you do about it؟ هل انت وصلت انت رفضت كلام بتاع انه hybrid quote انت ما دايره. ما الناس ما بتقدر تقعد من غير ده برنامج بتاع hybrid quote. We have to issue that one. في كم crime عملوا في الجنوب ده؟ How many crimes have been committed in South Sudan? يعني انت داير حاجه ده بس يمشي كده؟ No. Cannot just go like that. اي زول عمل جريمه لازم يجيبوه في محكمه. وده حاجه انت الوحيده اللي قاعد تطير منه من محل لمحل. انت فكره بتاعك الليله كان بيجي ديبيتي اوف تشير بتاع ايجاد you have control to control everyone. Ita bigit chairperson bita East African community. You see yourself like president of the world. Like in Salva Kiir. You see yourself like president of the world. And he wanted to control all those individuals. Nasal في أفريقيا بيكلوا في محلات تانيين. فوضى بتاعك ده ما بيمشي بعدي ولا بحر من جوبا هناك. باكر في جنوب السودان. فوضى بتاعك قتامه ده will never pass ولا في يوغندا. يا سيدة بس مسكت أسا الرئيس بتاع East Africa Community. يا هو مشاكل قام أسا في كونغو بيجا. رئيس كونغو بيجا قاعد يتهم رئيس بتاع رواندا وقاعد يتهم مسيفني وقاعد يتهم منو ها كده انتوا لخبطه لاسا قام ده. This is under your chair. قام عشان انت بقيت ذاته هناك كده يا رئيس the chairperson بتاع African community. انت ما تجيب سلام اصلا. انت ما قدرت تجيب سلام في جنوب السودان. What are you going to do في East Africa community? What are you going to develop there? علينا نحن برانا نقول 12 مليون ده انت ما قدرت لنا. هتقدر تمشي لكم مليون هناك 200 وكم مليون. انت كان حسبت 7 countries ده كله. طبعا East Africa communities تقريبا هم 7 ولا 8 دول. رواندا، كونغو، South Sudan, كينيا، كامبالا، اثيوبيا، محلات ديل. المهم تقريبا هم 8 دول. لما تعمل population بتاع 8 دول ده كم مليون؟ وانت هنا ما قدرت ال 12 مليون اللي عيالك بس هنا برغوا ال 12 مليون ده. You're not even able to feed us. You're not able to take care of us as a leader. غير شيم ما اديتنا حاجة. غير فضيحة. غير فضيحة ما خلت لنا حاجة أصلا. الليلة تمش تقدر لإيست أفريكا country. Let me read the last band بتاعت صوبا سامويل. Can we give the win? Let me start this. Okay. The region is not safe, and what we know is that the regime in Juba wanted this talk to be brought here in Nairobi, near to the area such that they will have an interest. He said he will influence the negotiation. They will also influence it through intimidation. ده كل حاجات وارد. Through intimidation, through just like what happened in Khartoum through ARCIS. يعني زمان خرطوم كان في intimidation، في تهديدات. حددوا ناس ساين هنا ساين هنا. الناس رياك ديل قاموا كده ده بس لقوا خلاص جابوا لهم اوراق بس ساين هنا. والتحديدات انت كان ما عملت ساين نقطك في طياره عشان نوديك في جوبا هناك لسلفكير. خلى الرياك يعمل ساين. لكن ناس توماس رفضوا، ايمانويل اجاوين رفض، ناس ده رفضوا طلعوا من جوبا فاتوا، من خرطوم فاتوا. the intimidation ده الحسن الصباح قد تكلم هنا ده intimidation اللي كان happen في خرطوم. خلى الناس ديل that's fine. So خلى الناس دي تساين يعني ما بالرضام، بالذات ناس رياك ده هو بيقولوا هو ساين حاجه لانه كان في تحديدات. they were under threat intimidation. شفت كيف؟ at the end of the day you will have peace which is of course not balanced, which is not addressing the interests of the people. وده الحاجة الحكومة ده دايره. يعني يمشي يغصب، يعمل لك غصب تعمل ساين لحاجة al-bukra bukun against yourself and against the citizen of South Sudan. And this is exactly what took place for Khartoum. خلوا الرياك يساين حاجات الهوزة كان ما في interest بتاعه. And يعني انت لما تشوف قرارات اللي كان مثلا الاجنده اللي كان رياك عنده عشان البيس ديل ده كان شكله براو. وده حاجه عمر البشير يعمله. انا ما اعرف كانوا من مسيفني من السلفاكير I don't know. خدتوا حاجه ده بس قدام جماعه ده لو ساين هنا ساين هنا. if you don't sign تهديدات we will kill you, we'll send you to Juba, we'll do this, we'll do that. شفت كيف؟ الكويس انه توماس لما كان في خرطوم مناضل عسكري إناي في حركه بتاع خرطوم في شكل بتاع خرطوم ده. خرطومين ده بيعرفوا كتير، عنده زملاء كتير. they were able to send him out safely بعد ما هو رفض عشان يساين. توماس لما قاعد يحكي قال له قاموا بس زي من النوم صباح اللي طوالي بس جابوا لهم حاجات دي الاوراق دي. you have to sign, you have to sign, you have to sign, you have to sign. شفت كيف؟ and this is the same thing. guarantee شنو هم عملوه في خرطوم، ضمان شنو هم ما هيعملوا تاني في كينيا. اللي بيضمن شنو؟ الرياك ده لما ساين في خرطوم ما في جارنتوز، ما في اي زول من ويسترن وورلد ده عشان يمشي يعمل ضمانات هناك مع نادي الرياك. he signed the agreement without guarantors. ما عنده اي جارنتي زول جارنتي كلا هنا ده signature بتاعه هناك في خرطوم. and yet again ناس اصلا السلفاكير they think هم الناس تا ايجاد ده عشان هم بيجوا خلاص all over the East Africa countries they are the bosses. they wanted to do their own things without Western world. أجرى بآخر ما رياك وبآخر ما يا سلفاكير. let me tell you that it's going to end up with both of you. you cannot fool people. you can't fool all South Sudanese. who are you to do that? Okay, besides Soba said that the settlement in the Rome process was after government and holdout group differed over the agendas of the meeting. كلام ده عشان انت تقراه كويس امشي شوف اي راديو، انت بتلقاه في اي راديو. During the March 2023 meeting, the government has processed that discussion focus on security sector reforms, political and the governance, economic and social issue, and justice, while the non-signatory group proposed the conduct of an inclusive roundtable discussion. مثلا نقول لك لما الناس في راوند تيبل يطلعوا ببرنامج يقول عشان حاجه دي يجيب سلام للجنوبين، كده بيمشي بيعمل opposite. The guy just wanted to buy time to prolong his position في محل بتاعه، يقعد في محله because كير ما قدر يطلع من محله، هو قدر يحند في حكومه دي لجناه. But that is not going to happen under our dead body as Salva Kiir. Let me tell you that. According to Soba Samuel, the issue is not about location or mediation, but disagreement over agenda. شفت كيف؟ agendas الopposition in them في Rome have been provided to Salva Kiir. Salva Kiir refused. ده كلام الجبال أنا قلت هو رفض حاجات ده from day one because he knows who can agree في حاجات ده is going to be against him and against his system. شفت كيف؟ وهو رافض الاجنداز الخطوره. هو دير اجنده حقه هو يا الناس يمشي بوه. بعدين انت ليله زول كان مجرم مقاتل وديكتاتور، انت ما بتقدر تجيب اجنده في راس ترابيزه تقول قال دي حاجه الناس يونسوا فوقه. لانه الناس دي they launch complaint against your system. They launch a complaint against your the way you governing people. How can you be now as a mediator or as somebody who wanted to host the opposition or to host those who lodged the complaint against you or against the system? How come that? How that works? Kalam bita Sabah hina Samuel, kalam wade. The issue is not about location, wala about mediation. Because if about the location and mediation, mayada fi Rome. They have been offered everything. They have been offered everything. The issue is the agenda. Agenda opposition خطاو ده Salva Kiir ما دير agenda ده. زي ما أنا قلت الآن مو بخد سكينة في رقبته براو. We prefer the talk to continue in Rome. Yay. ده كلام صح. We prefer the talk to continue in Rome because there should be video. The Romans did not fail. شفت كيف؟ حاجات في هناك ده في security مستدب. انت ولا بتحبي زول ولا بتكدناب زول ولا بتسمم زول ولا بتضرب بولت في رقبة الزول. I can hear noise. ولا بتخش سكين في رقبة الزول. انت بتجي تقعد كده محترم، تقول كلامك، تناقشوا، تعمل النيغوشيشن بتاعكم. وصلتوا في حال اهلا وسهلا، ما وصلتوا في حال تفرتكوا تمش تشغل مخكم تاني. كان عملوا arrangement again ناس يقعدوا. حركات بتاع افريكا بدفعوا قروش لزول، بخطوا قروش لزول في اكاونت، بعد شويه ناشونال سيكيورتي بيجي بخوم ناس من هوتيلات، ولا بيضربوا زول ببولت من بيت، ولا بيسدموا زول بتراك بتاع مويه، ولا بعملوها تو حاجه دي ما في روم. This peace talk must take place back in Rome. South Sudan regime. The venue is still open for negotiation in Rome. Not in East Africa countries, no. ولا في West African ذاته countries. كلام فارغ. Okay, أنا جبت وين؟ Okay. The discussion remained intact. What failed was that the two sides had not agreed on the agenda. So then no, Soba Samuel said. They are Hajj al-Wahid. And the opposition is still firm, standing firm, and prefer to go back to Rome. If really Salva Kiir wanted to bring peace in South Sudan, but then peace ده بيجيبوا 200. He's now مكلام بتاع nonsense election. Look at the كلام كلامه ده. He have only 11 months remain for this nonsense election of his. He only have 11 months. And yet we did not see any other candidate beside him. He's the only one roaming around as a president, that now the candidate that is standing for election. Hal election, the election this year. I will talk about it later on. If we have not agreed on the agenda, then what topic is there that now you are shifting the ground to another division division, and yet the agenda was not agreed, we shall still disagree on the same agenda and then go to another and also disagree. كلام ده واضح. agenda الخطة في روم ده كير لسه disagree فوقه. هل كان هو shift venue from Rome to Kenya with the same agenda? Salva Kiir still is going to disagree because the same agenda will be still there, right? The same agenda will be still there. Nothing will be changed. ولقيت فكرة بتاعت opposition هيمشي كده خلاص خايفين يمشي يقعدوا because now they're coming under your mercy, right? They're coming under your mercy. They have nothing to say. An agenda will be changed. لأنه agenda هيكون من سيادتك سلفا كير ميردين. And agenda بتاعه امسك فلان ده كنت لاي في تيارة، امسك فلان ده كنت لاي في تيارة، امسك فلان ده كنت لاي في تيارة. That's the agenda that Salva Kiir have for opposition. Nobody is yet wanted to die. We still need to liberate ourselves, Yakir. If I am to summarize the new move by Salva Kiir, I will say the issue is not the location, the issue was the agenda. That says by Soba Samuel. The issue is not the location or the mediation. They don't need mediator. Salva Kiir doesn't need mediator. Salva Kiir doesn't need location because they're already location open and there is still mediators between South Sudan regime and the opposition is still intact, is still active, is still open for negotiation in Rome. So Salva Kiir have to forget, and you, Ruto, President Ruto, have to forget about hosting the opposition in Kenya, because the previous human rights crime that have been committed by Kenyan against South Sudanese opposition who live in Kenya. Therefore, Kenya is not a safe place or safe venue to host the opposition about the peace talk. Point blank, that venue is not safe whatsoever. Whoever wanted to go there or will be there, maybe I will say Paul Malong, because I have seen him welcoming that call of President Salva Kiir. Because pretty much Paul Malong have no problem with Salva Kiir. This is whereby when we call him a fifth column, he's really indeed a fifth column. He lives in Kenya. If he wanted to go to Juba today, he will go to Juba. And he will never be killed. We have seen a couple of weeks back when there is a coup attempt happen in Juba by Akwalakur. What happened? In the whole history of my life, I never heard coup attempt have been treated Nasboko Dufogo Judea as a family. It happened in Juba. Now Akwalakur is still there in Juba, and they resolve the issue. Now they start working back together. They're working now together. Salva Kiir, Akwalakur, they're working now. They resolve the issue that between them. That never happened in any other country. I never heard that before in my life. And it will happen, Paul Malong. Paul Malong today will go to Juba. Family will sit down. They will bring people from Awil, because he's from Awil, and people from Warap, Salva Kiir from Warab, the Gen Council of Elders will sit down and discuss this matter and resolve the issue. They will start drinking wine together. They will start dining and wining together. But guess what? Let it be General Thomas. He will never spend one night in Juba. He will never spend one night in Juba. This gentleman will be slaughtered like a chicken. Yaktau juzu adanu baktau barau dufru baktau barau angartu baktau barau kullu lisanu baktau barau kullu baktau kita. Level of the hate that this regime have for the rest of the Gabail. The level of the hate Salva Kiir have against the rest of the Gabail. That's what make him to drive the whole South Sudanese citizen into tribal line. Salva Kiir ما داري يسمع حاجة تاني قال في زول تاني opposition من قبيلة تاني. Yes, I understand. في إيال دنكا من قبيلة حقهم have been targeted and killed. Some of them, they're blacklist. ما يمدك بيتر بيرا ما خاطو كان في بلو هاوس نما ندير نقتلو مش قاعدوا فاميلي عملوا زاجي لحد ما طلعوا. والله انا قاعد نسمع في زول في باك channel stage but I don't really know. Anyways, عملوا ازاي فاميلي قاعدوا عملوا ازاي نسيب ما نسيب in law ما in law brother ما brother cousin ما cousin بيطلعوا برا. But if you really one of those دم بتاعك مر just like that, ناس زي ناس من ولا جاوين ناس زي ناس توم شريل هنا will never survive one night in Juba. Leave alone قال هم دارين يشيلوا ناس opposition في كينيا for peace talk. Nobody will come to Juba for peace talk. Let me see كلام بتاع مالون هنا شنو. Malong was happy يعني يا دنيا. Finally you're here.
يا أخي والله وجاوش والله.
Thank God بس انت جيت عشان ما نينج عشان ما يجدك مرة تاني. Hey Lucia, how are you?
I have to
welcome. سلم جنوبين ودينا رايك كده. انا بقيت كلمت ليه.
delete the app.
Huh?
I have to delete the app and then download it again.
Okay. Go ahead. Tell us what you have. صوتك is very clear.
انت سامعني ولا صوت ما في؟
انا سامعك صوتك تمام.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Hey Lucia, how are you? Okay, while you're preparing, let me just go a little bit on this. The statement with Malong Bartu Tiptolgo for iRadio has been established 21 hours ago. That will be yesterday.
Yeah, أنا لقيته.
Okay. Are you okay? It's a mute.
Keep going. Yeah, keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
I'll join you. Just
Yeah.
complete what you are talking about.
Oh, you remove yourself. Okay, let me just go a little bit on what Molong says. Molong welcome Kenyan peace mediation role suggested by Kir. That زي قلت لكم انتوا بتلقوا في اي راديو. If you gonna read more, you can go and read more about it. That was established 21 hours ago. The South Sudan United Front, led by General Paul Malong, has welcomed the Kenyan peace mediation role as suggested by President Salva Kiir Mayardit. Bangasi Joseph Bokosoro hoped the peace. Okay. Where did I
أنا
stop?
برضه عندي مشكلة شبكة يا sister.
Let's go ahead before Shabaka يرميك برا. Maybe just give us your thoughts عشان كان رماك برا يكون at least تقول حاجة. ما قد تسمعني مش؟ Okay. Where did I stop? Bangasi Joseph Bokosoro hoped the process would begin as soon as possible to allow the return of the groups before the planned general election. That was the same thing that from the start of the iRadio press release bitat Sobo Samuel, but the main thing is here, bes Molong confirm and Gareng Malwal confirmed this to iRadio. You dropped again to iRadio. We will be ready for the talk in Kenya if the Kenyan government accepted to mediate between us and the government. We will be able to talk with the government here, said Malwal. There's all ma ismo Malwal fi clubhouse that you guys God help me out. So the spokesperson at South Sudan United Front said the group is ready to be mediated by Kenyan government as long as the government of South Sudan will commit to those talks. Malwal and Molong. Taban Malwal, the spokesperson at South Sudan United Front, which is led by General Paul Malong. زي ما قبل أنا قلت لكم Malong شكله بقول fifth column. Guide since who طلع من South Sudan وقاعد في نيروبي. Nothing happened to Malong. Nothing happened at all to Malong. زي ما أنا قلت كمان لو كان هسه قال دي من ولا جاوين ولا توماشيريلو قاعد في كينيا ناس ديل كان شبه موت. ناس ديل كان شبه موت. لكن observe لما تشوف كو اللي كان happen. أنا قبل شوية كلمت الكلام ده. Let me repeat it again. كو اللي كان attempt بتاعت أكولاكور في جوبا. أكولاكور هسه راجع شغال مع سلفا كير. في press release هنا في أي راديو برضو. He is now back working with Salva Kiir, and Salva Kiir accepted him. They're working together, wining and dining at the same table. Imagine kanda Zol min Bahar Ghazal, Western Bahar Ghazal. Imagine kanda Jana bita Equatoria. Imagine kanda Wallet bita Maban. Imagine kanda Zol bita Anyuak. Wala Shulkawi. Ita mutakid bijibu family min gabail danas biji bogo de ted bonisu. عشان يعملوا mediation between them because they are one family. Molong da secondary ji fi Juba bijibu nas min awil nas bijibu go tet bonusu kalam da Molong barja tane boktul junubin ze makanu katal niwer door to door fi Juba. Molong barja fi Juba boktul nas tani ze makanu katal nas fi Juba. Because they are the same people. Hasa uka dugulu gal win who opposition. Lakin shokol opposition ha guda ma buwe result be no molong opposition. I'm sorry to say that I know he's one of us fi Somo group, but for him to accept peace deal, ashanim shitkelim fi naida ma Salva Kiir fi Kenya, let him go alone. Who can tell him shibarao khalim shikelim barao? We're not gonna be part of that. And I thank God, our leadership here already rejected. They already said this venue is not safe. Kenya is not a safe place to host the opposition. I thank God for that. Malong is already in Kenya. If he's ready to die in Salva Kiir, it's up to him. Let him go and dine, and let him sign the agreement, and let him go back to Juba so Salva Kiir can prolong his agreement again. Mahasa den new arrangement tani biji. Lisa derini dakulu molong fi system. Ma dakalo Riek Machar, tama 5 sana, ase dakulu molong tana another 5 years. Salva Kiir haymut fi kursi da ujanao hayahkem bawarao. And suffering with the Junub Sudan will continue. And this is exactly why we're fighting. Hakumara made the political will to bring peace to Junubin and have no political will whatsoever to implement any agreement. Lano has agreements al kullu amalora lokan failan Salva Kiir de Regime salam le Junubin. Without those agreements, he will sit down and just make a decision. Ze moga de got kulium yugum gerib saba yugum yamul degree filan fire filan jabo fire filan ujabu filan fire filan ujabu filan madebes kan harar minno, right? He can do the same to bring this peace in South Sudan. Joseph, open your mic, go and speak, please, brother. Your network is terrible, online. So, حاجة ده بس در قرار. كلام ده بس در قرار. حاسة كان ده زول اللي عنده مخ. يا ماسك رئاسة ده. He doesn't need even mediator from anywhere. He doesn't need those nas Westerners or nas IGAD or nas Kalam Farik. We by ourselves, we will sit there in our own backyard, sit down, let us implement this, let us bring this, let us take this out, let us change this constitution, let us bring security arrangement, let us bring all the forces to be unified as one unified forces, let us protect our borders. Let us build the school here and there. Let us make construction, road from here to there, hospitals. حاجات ديل والله ما في زول بفتح خشمه. حاجة ده ما دار قرار زي ما هو قاعد يعمل قرار يجيب تشاينيز يبني شارع من جوبا لرومبيك. تركيكا road to بور. ما حاجة ده بس دار قرار قروش فيه. What is missing in South Sudan? وينو قروش بتاع الذهب ده كله؟ بتا Eastern Equatoria ده بس قاعدين ياكلوا مع عياله. وينو قروش بتا اويل بتا ابا نايل كله في جيبهم وباقين يابعوا لتشاينا مقدما. حاجه ده قرار كلمه بس واحد من سلفا كير وحاجه ده بغير نفسه. As long he doesn't have any political will to implement any peace agreement, nobody is ready to go and sit with him in Africa. From these oppositions, I tell you, and we're here to stay as opposition on Namulek Wajadan, if you want it or no. This Wajadan for you will continue. No sleep. Or else, you need to bring peace with South Sudan. Nobody is against Salva Kiir. Lakin behavior bitaw ya khala nas against his behavior. Behavior of wanting to make South Sudan as a kingdom. behavior of hating the rest of the Gabail and making everybody Gabila Tani against Gabila Tani. Limited nas hayamulu haykuna aishin kida. We're not going to live like that forever. Whatever took place in Sudan will take place in South Sudan. Salva Kiir can there or Loma there. This Junubin one day will come out. Those Junubin one day will come out and they will start to talk. They will start to ask for their rights. They will start to tell you, Salva Kiir, you need to step down. If you want to kill them, you can kill whatever number you wanted to kill, but there is still some will be left behind. You cannot kill them all. Joseph, I don't really know if you hear me, you can hear me or not. Anna Marif. Do you hear me, Joseph?
I just got out of there because the network is very poor here.
Hasa kida quiz, just start talking. Hasa kida quiz. Very clear. Your voice is very clear, Joseph. Go ahead. Anyways, I don't have much to say. This is where, this is what I came out for today. If you come back, Joseph, if you're able to speak, I will take another maybe 2-3 minutes. Wait for you. Ita kan jit.
You say we are free. I need a little give you more, you better. It's all. You say we are free. I need a little bashur more, you was gone. Ayan, Jana Junubi ayan. Mafi gurus, kisim giwasha shedi. Oh, Jian. Jana Junubi Jian, was to be late, Omakulu, Elephadu. Anataban, since 2011, Ladiasa, same level today. Anataban, 21 years, fighting freedom, and we are fighting ourselves today. No one is safe on Emily Road. No one is safe on Juba to Terekeka Road. Dead bodies recovered on the river Nile. Only God knows when the killers will be found. Oh no. Land grabbers everywhere, the youth are dying on the streets. We were finished from the bullets of the unknown gunmen and cattle raiders. Ayan. Jana Junubi ayan. Mafi gurus, kisim giwasha shedi. Oh, Jian. Jana Junubi Jian. Was to be late, Omakulu Elephadu. Anataban, since 2011, Ladiasa, same level today. Anataban, 21 years, fighting freedom, and we are fighting ourselves today. Is this time for everything? Where is time for our peace? Oh Lord, country. Oh, school fees, and I'm a we wanna soon. Eh, me my dad is at Tacoma, the university Tacoma. On bigger garden. Yeah, the promise of free education by Dr. John is gone. Anataban, city sure, Mavi may allege you shabby. Oh, Anataban, Sabasur, Mavi may allege Usasa Sukur. Oh, Anataban, since 2011, same level today. It's my God.
Welcome back. Joseph Mazino هيجي راجع لأنه الشبكة بتاعه قاعد يلعب شديد. Okay, أنا بتكلم شوية about the election, like 2-3 minutes كده, then I will conclude. Today people have been very busy. Co-host is not here today, and Sister Lorita as well is busy. Joseph network is bad. I guess it's not a good day today. So let me talk about this election Salva Kiir is making is Ajbo. Election is one of the bent, Bunudal peace agreement with the 2013 Amalofogo agreement supposed to happen. أنا عارفين أي دولة لازم يعيشوا فوقه election انتخابات. لكن انتخابات السلفا كير قاعد يقولوا ده حسي باقي له 11 شهر. وهنا هو بعمل ازاج. توماس كان من سايد باغان منو تعالوا جوا before election عشان we need to come and implement the peace agreement, or we need to you guys need to come ahead of election 2024. Now when you see this election, when Junubin al Jai vote, most of our citizens is still in neighboring country. Most of the Junubin, في كم مليون 2 million بتولو ده برا في Kampala. What about Nairobi? What about Congo? What about Ethiopia? What about Egypt? What about us here in diaspora? أنينا ديل البرا ده ما عندنا مشكلة، لكن الناس اللي نزحوا ديل اللي قاعدين يفتشوا اللجوء بس الجرو بس for safety. واحد من بند بتاع election ده agreement ده على أساس إنه مفروض citizen ده كله يرجعهم ورا. Citizen have to be returned back home ahead of election. ده مفروض حاجة اللي يحصل. لكن الناس ديل ذاته جرب لأنه كان ما في security. ولحد يوم الليلة ده the insecurity is still in place. The insecurity is still guide. Election بقوم كيف في الدولة الفوق insecurity. The first question أي زول لازم يسأل نفسه election بيعملوا كيف في الدولة الفوق insecurity. هل مواطنين هيمشي يعمل فوت اللي بيقول لهم أجدى لفلان ولا من تلقاء نفسه هو يختار فلان؟ ثانيا حاجة، أي زول بيجي في أي دولة بيقوم election في زول مثلا رئيس واقف وفي زول المنافس معه. لحد يوم الليلة 11 شهر باقي للإلكشن ما شفنا أي زول منافس مع سلفا كير. We can only hear شنو the running mate. فلان running mate تكير، فلان running mate تسلفا كير، فلان running mate تسلفا كير في election. And who is منافس? Who is the second candidate? ما لازم الشعب يختار. كان هم شافوا سلفا كير هم ما دارينه they have second option. ده حاجة قد يحصل في أي دولة في العالم، حتى الدول اللي عنده الديكتاتورشيب ديل. The running mate will be there. Hatta Museveni mda قاعد intimidate Bobby Wine na بقفلوه بقتلوه ناس بتاعه بقبضوهم بخطوهم في السجن بيعملوا لهم intimidation بيدقوهم بيعملوا لهم سبع زمات. But they have been doing the campaign at least 18 شهر قبل election. 18 شهر قبل election ولا شاء الله سنتين. أنا قاعدين نشوف بوبي واين ده كل يوم في فيسبوك ده في التلفزيون. intimidation ماشي وهو ماشي بكامبين حقه. لحد يوم الليلة إننا ما شفنا ده في جنوب السودان. It's only Salva Kiir ماشي في بحر غزال في واو. It's only Salva Kiir داير يمشي في ملكان. It's only Salva Kiir داير يعمل دايرين نعمل له endorsement في إكواتوريا. It's only him. Did South Sudan give birth only to Salva Kiir راجل براو and the best president ever that can lead South Sudan? Is the best person given birth to him في South Sudan يا Salva Kiir البس بليد جنوبين ولا في ناس تانيين. أننا ما نقبل intimidation ده to that level because بكرة بعد بكرة he is going to take that position again and we will regret for another 15-20 years. election ده شكله كده بقول ما في election. كان أنا ده قاعد نشوفه بعيننا شكله ده أنا شكلي كلام ده أنا بقول ما في election. لأنه ما في campaign بعملوه for less than 12 months ويلا زول بس واحد candidate ما في زول تاني منافس له. ما هو كده جاي declare نفسه. They just coming to declare him as a winning president. لأنه ما في زول. ولأنه حاسة حاليا هو ما قاعد يدي حرية بتاع campaign ل other candidate. في ناس قادرين يجيفوا yes. في ناس قادرين يجيفوا. لكن أي زول خايف لنفسه. في لامك ولا جوين رجع في جوبا أن هنا شفنا قبل كام شهر عملوا له intimidation وقفلوا تحت. We have all seen that. لأنه لما كان مشى في فريدوم هول ولا ياتو واحد من هولات بتعمل في جوبا هناك ده كان دايرين يعملوا له endorsement as a candidate في ناي بتاعه في movement بتاعنا a party بتاعه دايرين يعملوا له endorsement. بس national security جا عمل لهم intimidation وقفلهم. قال لهم ما في أي ده زمن سلفا كير كان سافر في أمريكا في شهر 9 الفات ده. مش برجلهم بناشونال سيكيورتي بمعنى ده بوريك على اساس انه سلفا كير ما دار اي زول منافس يجيف معه. is only going to be him and yet ويندو خشم يقول خليه opposition تانيين ده يجي في جوبا. انت فكره بتاعك ناس اللي قاعدين برا opposition ده they don't see what you doing. سلفا كير قاعد يفكر يعني who is smart than the rest of the people or what is going on with him. I don't really understand this man. His dementia is too much. His dementia is too much. But then Joseph Bokosoro, ita jitu mbara ya kwe. Ita mahatagna zol. You cannot convince us to come back in. Let me tell you this. Inta mahatagna ay zol, leave alone bagina toma shirira. Bagina stanin deta magidir talom. تقدر تمشي لحد تاغنا عشان توما شريلو تجيبه في جيبه. You can't do that. انت ما بتقدر البيزنس اللي انت قاعد تعمله ده. جنوبين ذاته ان ذاته we lost interest in you يا جوزيف بوكسورو. انت لحد ما عملت ديزولف للموفمنت اللي بتاعك اللي انت كان فوقه ده عشان تجوين اس بي ال ام عشان تمشي يحطوك في بوزيشن اللي حسيت اللي جيته ده. You're running after money. You telling us you're just after the money. And now everything about South Sudanese citizen is dead. Everything about South Sudanese citizen, alita kan gatte مشيت لادي في America, you create your own movement, you did this, you did that, and Junubin stood with you. Huh? You went back again to the same man who jailed you, arrested you and put you in jail, and tortured you really nicely. You went back to him again. And you become a briefcase holder with a Salva Kiir. And now you wanted to come back and convince Nas opposition to come back to Juba or to go back to Kenya. Fogasora. I don't know what you're doing. أكيد يوم ذاك الشهور اللي فاتت كان قاعد جبتك في ويسترن يقدر إنك قاعد تزرع الناس فول لك أنا كارلك ذاته. From farming straight to J1. Do you think if you stood today, Junubin will vote for you? Because we're going to do mobilization as well. زي ما سيتا تعمل mobilization لسلفا كير إنت داير خلي opposition يجي في جواره, and you guys are doing nothing for Junubin. You're doing nothing to Equatorians even. Because what I know is kan naman akola kurjaba kita unasa Joseph Njare nasa governor with Eastern Equatoria this moment. I forget his name, Maro. Louis Lobong, ashan to push one of the guys to be a leader, to tukun bora low support, and you run out of that, you run straight to J1 to Salva Kiir to carry his briefcase. Huh? Do you think Tani Junubin will have a trust on you? This is the second time you betrayed you betrayed us. Yeah, Joseph Bokosoro. Second time you betrayed us. And you ran after Salva Kiir for money. Remember, Namankan Salva Kiir arrest you. And remember last year, when you start calling people that you have been poisoned to die. Itamakan, they get telephonate all over. Yeah, we receive your calls. We have received your calls. And we came out live and condemned Salva Kiir nafsu. Yani tagaddar ta'amilena fitna ma Salva Kiir. Dar ta'amilena fitna ma Salva Kiir. Salva Kiir to see us as a bad people who are always backing. With they get telephonate. Let these people talk about this, and these people have poisoned me, and they wanted to kill me. Now I'm in Nairobi doing my treatment and all this nonsense. We come out here and we condemn that act here, Bokosoro. And today you went back again to J1. The same J1 that arrest you, the same J1 that poison you, the same J1 that tortured you to death. Junubin, Equatorian Day, I can fight to bring you out of that jail, Bokosoro. Junubin that you betrayed today. The same Equatorian that you betrayed today, they are the one fought to take you Ashereta Lok Min Sigin, Min Blue House. The same as Equatorians, we came out, opened this laptop, and condemned Salva Kiir of poisoning you. And today you wanted to come and call us to take us to J1, to replace you in J1. Hey, Junubin. Election will not take place here, Bokosoro. Election will never happen. And if this election happen, people will die like no tomorrow. Put that in your mind. Ito ganta lagu to sela ganta mulishunu da haji to yata arfu ganta mulishunu. But this election is not going to bring no peace. Because أنا دارين نشوف وجوه جديد, دارين نشوف زول اللي بيسيف us, زول اللي بيتريت us equally, زول اللي بيحترمنا ونحن بنحترمه back as a leader. ما زي president بتاعك العاسي تقعد تكاري باك بتاعه ده briefcase حقه ده embarrassing us all over the world. No. We need somebody that treats us right. People work hard to pay tax and deserve to be paid salary every month, deserve to have shelter, deserve to go to hospital, find medication treatment, deserve to travel from Yei لأقصى اتجاه الثاني with no intimidation in the road. Not these presidents of yours, yeah, Joseph Bokosoro. As I said, this election will never take place, and if it took place, things will happen not right. Silade to ganta lagatu dama lagatu kulu. Silade to ganta lagatu dama lagatu kulu. Lisa fi asliha. Badin asliha itu amaltu bo drama bitakum bita nas Lul Royal nas anti-aircraft ligo fi yiden muatinin fi hilla. Who will have anti-aircraft fi hilla? You guys are criminal adil kidada. You and your regime are criminals to the highest level. Hagiga mafi, kidib wara kidib. You guys wanted to name Kulu Junubin as a rebel. You guys wanted to name Junubin as a bad people. Meanwhile, can say Junubin into anti-craft Johilla. Are you guys government say it government ganta mulishunu? Is a can anti-aircraft bigger in the Muatinin Fehela? You guys are doing nothing. It was Montezirin dollar bukush miten oil jorokam birmil udahab hafaro durshunu usaforoka mugurish batla miten this is my account. You guys are just nothing. You're just dreaming about Grushu money or Hajat Delbes. Really, you guys are doing nothing. Because as soon as you, Bokosoro, you start swallow that dollarat bita J1 na, your mind lakbat. Your mind lakbat. Dollarat de big hello. Make you to speak every day. Ita fi iRadio. Every day ita fi iRadio. With new statement. And you think that we going to accept Hajat Vitagra and deal with it. You betrayed us several times. There is no trust. There is no trust. We'll never trust you. We'll never trust your boss. We need you out of this system. This something called SPLM that have to get out of the system, and Junubin have to have their own Junubin have to have choose their own leader, and that they trust, and that leader is going to bring peace. Salam shamil. Mush salam al nusrukuba wala nuskum. No. Salam shamil le Junubin kullo. وبقدر بوحد جنوبين برجع جنوبين في وحدة بتاع الزمان. ده حاجة إننا دايرين نشوفه يحصل. وإننا دايرين ذاته الرئيس عنده دماغ بيفكر وبيعمل حاجة الصح من أجل الوطن بتاعه. ما الرئيس القاعد يبي بودرز بتاعنا كله برا. بودر بتاع كينيا سريت بقى. Border with Uganda ba border with South Sudan ina ma abiye ma shamal lisa yadu tushafin abiye fishun. This type of race of yours, ya Joseph Bokosoro, you and your race, we don't want to see your faces with your Juba Rezato. Do you think Nairobi will be able to get solution to root cause of the crisis in South Sudan? Hakim Garu, you just came in, I guess. Nairobi will never bring or solution, will never bring solution to South Sudan root cause of the crisis. We have seen Nairobi itself or Kenya have involved in human rights crime by neither deporting the opposition from Nairobi who live in Nairobi and taken back to Juba and have been killed. So how come now today we're going to trust Kenya again and go and host us as opposition in Kenya? Nobody will go to Kenya for peace talk. The peace talk will take place back for Rome. The Rome peace negotiation venue is still open in Rome. Nobody told Salva Kiir not to attend that peace talk to Rome. He have to go back to Rome. If he really wanted that to bring peace in South Sudan, he have to just go back, because the problem is not the venue, according to Saba Samuel. The problem is not the mediator or the mediation. The problem was the agenda that opposition provide. The agenda the opposition provide was the issue that made Salva Kiir to jump from here to there. Because if people decided to go to Kenya today, that agenda is going to remain as the same agenda, and he's still going to disagree. So what is the point of moving from place to place? Because his problem was the agenda, you know. So what is the difference between Rome and Nairobi? What's good in Nairobi? There is nothing good in Nairobi, to be honest. Salva Kiir just wanted the opposition to come to Nairobi to be fished and smuggled to Juba and have to be put in Blue House. Bottom line, or that's the only analysis that I can give you, Brother Hakim. He just wanted those opposition close by, he can fish them. Because in Rome, there is no bribery. Magadri amul bribe, magadri ya kidnap, magadri amul aya haja. Fi camerat, everything is there. He cannot poison anyone. He cannot shoot anyone. He cannot kidnap anyone. And this is whereby we call Rome as a neutral place, neutral venue, and safe venue. If he wanted the peace talk to continue, he have to go back to Rome, because no one will come to Nairobi. We have seen earlier, I read here, Molong accepted and welcomed that call of president, and he's ready to sit down and negotiate government of Juba. So he's already in Nairobi. So I don't blame him, because he's been there for so long. He haven't been kidnapped. He haven't been killed. I guess he can still make it, because they are first cousin anyways. They are first cousin, and nothing will happen to him. If Salva Kiir wanted to harm him, I guess Awil community elders, Gen Council of Elders will come and sit down with Salva Kiir, and problem will be resolved, as problem was being resolved between Akolakur and Salva Kiir now. And now they dining and whining at the same table for J1, you know. So I don't see that was a problem to Paul Malong, but for the rest of the opposition. But then Paul Malong, my Yugula Ayana, that opposition, why I haven't been touched, why I haven't been targeted or something like that, because they are first cousins Zemanoguta, and nothing will happen to him. Because Min Bedri, Malong said it clear that he have no problem with Salva Kiir. His problem was with Akolakur. But him himself, Paul Malong and Salva Kiir, they are good. They are friends and they are brothers. Nothing will happen to him. That's why he lives peacefully in Nairobi. Imagine if that will be Emmanuel Ajawin or Tomashirilo or Pagana Mum, by now these people can't ship Zaman. Nas del khan shibo mod. Luckily that they're outside of the country. And Salva Kiir, if he wanted really to bring peace in South Sudan to Junubin, he doesn't even need Thomas Shirilo. He doesn't need Emmanuel Ajawin. He doesn't need Pagan. He should just sit down and issue degree and change everything from one to an end. And put decision على أساس إنه كل حاجة يرجع في محله، كل زول يرجع في مكانه، كل زول يعمل حاجة المفروض يتعمل. And accept anyone qualified to work in that country as a minister, as a whatever it is, according to your qualification. And make sure all iyal bita Junuba Sudan, they're all in national army. Magabila Wahid. And don't favor one from the other. And give everybody his right. The bara bijib salam. But then we got Nas Thomas, Nas Emmanuel Del, Hayogo do Barayani, Makan Belet Salan, Nakula Nabenarja Bunamshinokodo. We're not after position, we're not after your money. That's not even your money, that's the citizen money. We're not after that, because if we really need position or money, how many times they came to Rome and offered position, Lenas Thomas, Grush, Hajadel? Nobody took that. Nobody agreed to take position. Nobody agreed to take money. Because if they decide to take money today, that suffering with the Junubin will continue. The Borika Lasas Inofel and Nasdel, they are really standing firm to bring peace in South Sudan. Junubin, أنا كنت قبل شوية قاعد نتكلم في election. If this election have to happen, make sure if there is another candidate, vote for that candidate. If there is no candidate, ma duru rizoli amul vote. Ma muhim, because you going to suffer for your death, and you're going to sign for another suffering for another couple of years ahead of you. Because so far now, we don't see any other candidate al-Waqif Munafiz Salva Kiir. Mafi Zol Munafiz, like a second option. عشان كده قاعد نقول election day is already rigged. Dama election is not fair and free election. كان فعلا زي قاعد يمشي يحصل، وكان حصل بيجيب مشاكل. ما إنه they're trying very hard to bring back Riek Machar to be an SPLM member, not SPLM IO, SPLM member, to join the SPLM and to dissolve his party or his movement. All his forces have been taken, and his party will be dissolved soon or later. You will hear that there is no more IO. لأنهم كلهم بقى IG. The only opposition will remain the outside opposition, the holdout group. But the rest of the opposition for Juba, the rest of the opposition in Juba, they're all becoming an IG. It can get to show those people are acting like they're acting an IG. Yani nas G10 asa kam zaman ito fitu simito haja any haja tani from G10 ana ma simita utani opposition da bita lama kwa la jawin NDM is quiet at the moment. برضو دارين نشوفوا طريقة يرجعوا يدخلوا في IG. All those opposition داخل Juba, now they're trying to abolish them, destroy them, and make them an IG. So the only opposition will be برا هنا ده يهو opposition في diaspora. the whole that group زي ما هم قاعدين يقولوا يا بكون في شفت كيف. So there is nothing impossible لسلفا كير. قروش قاعد يلعب very hard وهو قاعد يكوري قروش ما في قروش تاع جنوب السودان ده كله resources تاع جنوب السودان ده Salva Kiir will come and pay price for all this money. Look at the shield because we're not gonna leave them. Who Janao ismo adut al gadini dik dahab bita Eastern Equatoria or nas gadini safa bejanne. You guys will pay that ala dair al malim. Itu kan derin wala manderin. Kaju derin wala manderin. So nothing is impossible. Zemana guta opposition is here standing firm for their own right. And they're standing firm for the citizen, never backwards, forever, machine gidam. As I said, the Rome peace negotiation venue is still open. If you wanted really to implement the peace agreement or you wanted to negotiate, welcome to National Consensus Forum. It's already been launched 3 weeks ago and it's active now. And we are here ready to sit on the round table, Alita Kona Abetura, and we need to talk. And we need to talk, much talk, serious talk. We're not talking about ourselves. Because what I see in that peace agreement with 2018 is between Salva Kiir and React, there is nothing called Junubin Fogo. They're not even talking about the country. They're not even talking about the citizen. They're not talking about building the nation. They're not talking about our economy. They're not talking about how to develop the young youth, how to take care of the new generation. They're doing nothing about those stuff. It's only you can hear React, Salva Kiir, React, Salva Kiir. Peace agreement between Salva Kiir and React. The peace deal between React and Salva Kiir and React and Salva Kiir and React. There is nothing so-called Junubin in it. We never been mentioning all this. That means those people, they're only for themselves, not for us. So you Junubin need to observe things, need to see who is standing there for you, regardless. If they're a little bit, their power is a little bit less, but they're there representing you. That's all right. But then brother Hakim. You will notice from all these people, oppositions, plus Salva Kiir Bitakom, that you guys will observe and you will know, you will notice, you will analyze who is standing and fighting for you. And you better follow these people. You need to follow them. Because you're not going to just stay there and work as a slave for Salva Kiir 6 months with no salary. And at the end of the day, you've been called as a rebel. There is no respect. They don't treat you well. And you're still working. Although you don't get salary, but you're able to get up early in the morning, go and stay in that office. 7 hours, 8 hours. You come back home. Tomorrow the same, after tomorrow the same, next week the same, week after the same, next month the same. Huh? And you've been called rebel. You've been called Ugandese. You've been called Ethiopian. And you're still working for this system that mistreating you. That mistreatment is not for you alone, for you and for your children. Guess what? You're already old. What about Iyal Bitak al Muhtaj Giraya? What about your children that need treatment, what about your children that deserve to live happy? Because whatever that you're going through, your children will go through. All your family will go through. Because you're the father of the house, remember? With Elisa got tabudu. It Elisa driver. Bitomon. It Elisa ya got the cameraman. Bitomon. It ya everything hagum. So you need to wake up. After that, you need to wake up and do the right thing. Or else you are the one contributing to make him continue staying in that position. You're supposed to say no. It's time for you guys to stand up and say no. Mahmoud dar حقه مصير مش موت ده حقه مصير أي زول بموت. We're not here. Rabana kan magali ta bumut tama bumut. Believe me, you will never die. You will never die. بعدين عشان نحن ذاته نلبريت نفسنا, we have to pay for the price. We need to pay price for it. In order for us to liberate ourselves, in order for our children to live happy in future, we need to take actions. When I say we need to take action, we need to stand up and say no. Enough is enough. هو كان راجل دكران خليه يذبح ناس اللي في جوبا ده كله بالليل كانوا بيقدر عشان هو يعرف ذاته what will be next after he killed Nuer door to door في جوبا. And this is one of the things that he doesn't want to sign the memorandum of understanding بتاع جواب الطلب أبو سانجو بتاع hybrid code. Yeah, ما عارف نفسه عمل شنو. Malong even confirmed that. Malong came to Jonkor's platform and he said, yeah, he was only taking the order. Yep, he's taking the order from folk. Muniafi folk hinagda. You guys know who is up there, Salva Kiir Tabanyao, on the top of him. He's only taking the order. Kalam de fi live video with the Jonkor, fi concerned citizen. Molong said that very loud and clear. He was only taking order وقاعد ينفذ تعليمات الجاي من فوق. And they are good friend Salva Kiir عشان كده وقاعد في نيروبي safe. So I think that's enough for today. Brother Hakim, you came late. Yep, you can still go back and listen to the video later on. It will be here. Yes, the venue in Nairobi is always safe because fogo compromising. وكمان يمكن ناس يوصلوا في نايدا في محل وسط في حل وسط ممكن ما كله على اساس انه عشان اجنده الحسن سلفا كير رافضه من opposition هو رافض totally everything about that agendas الخطلو الاجنده للدلو. That's what make him to jump here and there. He's kind of unsettled because هو عارف نفسه ده حاجه اللي هو ما دايره لانه حاجه ده حيضره. agenda ده who can agree فوق who sign فوق memorandum of understanding and everything and people start to dialogue and start to negotiate وحاجات في حاجات الجرائم اللي هو فعلا هو ارتكبوا في جنوب السودان he have to agree to go to Lahai. He have to agree to go to في محكمة الدولية عشان يعرفوا حتى كان هو بيقى بريء ما هو هيطلع، هو خايف ماله مريك موافق يمشي في international community. even توماس شيريلو نفسه موافق يمشي في international community لو هنا كود، هو موافق قال هاي انا ذاته بمشي، كان خليه محكمة يمشي طلعني غلطان او بريء. ليش معنى هو رافض؟ عشان دير يمشي يدفع كم مليون زي لما نكت النوير مشى دفع كم مليون لزول بتاع يو كي ده يكتب له ورق، محامي ده يكتب له the press button ولا اسمه شنو the push button whatever it is, I forget the name, I have it somewhere here. So عشان to decline كلام الله يسلمك كده يا جماعه، to say قالوا ويا ما قتل ناس نوير يا قتلوا نفيسهم برام. إيه؟ في حاجه ثانيه زي في ناس بقتلوا نفيسهم برام، انتب كان في ناس قتلوا نفيسهم برام وطلع ليه في ميديا قال he will never allow 1991 to happen again. Why did he say that? ما مفروض ده حاجة ما بقولوا يبي عنده هنا وينه pushing the reset button for South Sudan Stephen K. ده عنده اللي قالوا كتبوا لمحمد ده مش كتب له ب 17 مليون. هسه ده هو قاعد يبلاي جيم بتاعه ده، يعني عشان يطلعوا هما عمل جريمه، هما قتل نوير في جوبا دور تو دور. زول ده اكسبت قروش ده، لكن في النهايه زول ده ذاته ما جا قال يا اخو ذاته كان ما بعرف كلامنا. He doesn't know. He just been told what to do. Who, as a lawyer, he did what he did. زول ده جنة فوق. So today Salva Kiir again، واحد Salva Kiir رفض عشان يساين memorandum of understanding. بكره بعد بكره هو داري يجي ينكر كلام ده، ولا هو خايف داري يقعد في بوزيشن ده لحد ما يموت عشان يقول قال لسه انا بنجيب بودي بتاعك في محكمه. مش في ناس ماتوا لسه قاعدين يجيبوا اسمائهم في محكمه في crime اللي they committed while they were alive. ناس اللي عملوا World War 1 شكلها بتاع الحرب العالميه الاولى لحد يوم الليله ده امورهم بقى كانوا تزين كانوا تمانينات لسه قاعدين يجيبون في المحاكم، لسه قاعدين يجيبون في محاكم. سلفا كير ما يقول قال هو مفتي ولا هو مجرم ولا هو نجيب، نو. طالما كله بين التوبوزيشن وافقوا يمشوا في محكمه بتاعت انترناشونال كوميونتي، بعد كده المحكمه ياخذ مجراه، اللي بيطلع بريء يرجع في الجنوب يقعد معزز ومكرم وبنحترمه وبنشيله في راسنا. ولا commit crime they have to pay for the crime that they did. We have got nothing to do with it. لأنه ناس الماتوا عندهم family لسه داير judgment بتاع أهل بتاعنا. ما في زول هنا ده أنت بتقتله وتقول قال خلاص أنت داير تعمل بروباغندا بتاعك، تقعد تقول قال تعيش في جنوب السودان ده، تقعد تلوت ماني ده forever. It أول حاجة حرامي قتل قتلة مجرم وياتو dividing people doing all this type of crimes. So again تقول قال دار ما يودوك في محكمة، ما يودوك في محكمة كيف؟ والله بنودوك نمن نقفلوك في قفص زي عمر البشير. كان قدرنا له نقفلوك في قفص زي قفلنا عمر البشير ما نصل الخرطوم. So دي حاجة اللي أنا بكتفي بو يا جماعة، وشكرا. انت كان جيت ما عملت شير لللايف ده، بليز اعمل شير. and I guess بكره يوم 31 اخر سنه تقريبا في arrangement للايف فيديو عشان نختم بو الموضوع ونبدا صفحه جديد من يوم 1/1/24. وانا بوش لكم من these platforms Landing Zone and Zoom TV very happy new year إن شاء الله السنة 2024 يكون سنة بتاعت سلام، سنة بتاعت تغيير. ربنا يسمع صلوات بتاع الجنوبين التعبانين والقاعدين يكوركوا والجعانين وعيال النايمين في الشوارع. ربنا يتفق معنا في الصلاة بتاعنا كله لأننا قاعدين نصلي، وفي البكا بتاعنا لأننا قاعدين نكوركوا عيال الأتيمين وناس في مخيمات. إن شاء الله سنة جديد يجيب وحدة بيناتنا. The social fabric that has been broken by Salva Kiir. أنا في راسي بقول سلفا كير كان فات الليلة السوشيال فابريك بتاعنا هيرجع زي زمان، لأنه هو الوحيد اللي هو قاعد يفرتكنا. لأنه هو كان ما قسمنا كده ما في ناس هيجيفوا بوراه. That's why he's always making a tribal statement to make his community stand behind him. ناس ديل ما بقتلوكم. Nas Equatoria Manuel will pay price for killing Dinka. You just imagine this type of statement. What do you think his community will do? Community without, of course, I give Mao, oh, is a can denas de Jaina Shenyaptuluna. I better stand with my uncle Kirti. The guy have tribal statement all the time في لسانه. عشان كده أننا دارين تغيير، وتغيير يكون شامل ويجيب لنا سلام شامل في جنوب السودان، يعم الجنوب من شمال لشرق، من شرق ومن الجنوب لغرب، كله محلات ديل regardless. ناس القاعدين يتعبوا في حدود، في مشاكل في حدود ديل كله. Instead of protecting our borders, he bring all the forces within Juba. For what reason, nobody knows. The guy have dirty agenda. زي ما أنا قلت لكم، في agenda غامض وفي agenda أسود. لأن أنا ما شفت جيش بقعدوا في جو مدينة لافين بأسلحة جو مدن threatening people دوقوا ناس left and right. وفي barracks بقعدوا شنو في barracks إذا كان جيش بيجا قاعد يقعد جو مدينة. جيش مفروض you protect borders from enemies اللي بيجي في borders. ده شغل بتاع forces. كان سيدي ده force بتاع forces اللي بيقولوا فعلا national forces. So there is a lot in this plate يا جماعة اللي اسمه جنوب السودان ده to be talked about. Again, please, when we come out like that, you guys need to come and support. You guys need to come out and support. At least نفرين ثلاثة كان قاعد يتكلم to make things little bit better. You know. برضو المازرة ما معروف، يمكن في ناس في شغل، يمكن في ناس ذاته لسه واتدوا لما عندهم قاعدين يشوفوا من راس السرير. That's why. But again, there is always next time. زي ما أنا قلت I think في arrangement tomorrow live show about for the whole I forget the title. أنا كتبته somewhere لكن I forget. So panorama, yes, panorama for the whole year of 2023, what had happened from the start of the year until يوم بتاع بكرة بتاع يوم 31/12/2023. So that will continue maybe, but until after midnight. كان طفينا الشمس الساعة 12 لساعة 1 أصبحنا في يوم جديد. Then by then we'll close the show. It will be something just وبكون كويس مع ناس تا Europe and Africa. في أمريكا الناس بكونوا نايمين. في أمريكا الناس بكونوا نايمين الساعة 1، الساعة 12 عندنا الساعة 1 بكون عندهم بقى الصباح في أمريكا. So hopefully, hope to see you all guys tomorrow. Come and give us your feedback for the last 12 months. what did you experience, what went good, what went bad, and أي حاجة عرفتها وعندك فوق معلومة, join us. We will talk about it, if it's political thing or just social thing is all welcomed. So wish to see you guys tomorrow. So thank you, Sister Lucia. Yeah, you can join us tomorrow. بكون أسد الساعة 9 الساعة 10 إلا تلت عندي هنا. بكون about 3 hours from now, 3 hours ahead. يعني حسب لوشي أنا ما أعرف عندك هناك ده أوقات صباح, ما أعرف ده ساعة كم عندك. 6 10 إلا تلت 2 hours. I will if أنا can lion during the amal lajaram schedule the room, I will send it to your inbox, Lucia and Brother Hakim, and everybody will see the time from the link that I will be sending to you. Will give you your accurate time from the other side as well. So this is the little 10 صباحا 10:40 يعني بكون الساعة 11 صباح ليتا هناك. The live show will start 11 your time, 11 a.m. Yalla, for me here will be 10 p.m. So we'll run the show for 2 hours, then we'll be Tafishama. Bukun khalas midnight in there. So I will see what then they will do. Then we'll get connected anyways. So shukran من أجل وقت بتاعكم, شكرا من أجل كتابات بتاعكم, شكرا من أجل مساهمات اللي عملتوا كمان هنا. Yeah, 20 minutes for your time. So yeah, مساهمات اللي كتبتوا كتابيا, although ما جيتوا فوق لكن في كتابيا برضو is very important. Don't forget to share في جروبات, share في WhatsApp, share في messengers, share everywhere, share on your page if you can. If you can't, because for your security reason, عملوا في inboxes. ده بكون وكمان ممكن تقدر تشير في platform تانين. Like example في our diversity, when you can still share it. So that's another way to go. So I will stop here, ya Jama, and I will put my last song. Zemanaguta, I wish you a very happy new year. And Rabbana Khali protect itakum, pon metakum, hafiz itakum, hafiz family members, and bring you happiness. The most important part, because itakan happy sometimes is not good as well. So Khali sana de kun sana bita muhabba, sana bita salam. And I will play the last music. Then I will exit the show.
Idasir sana wajuba lisanyalama shawari del nyongoro aine bia musulbe kakarba umwe lisa wangulube tiri la hola contract wodile nastabara uroste kulu kese mufijeba corruption biga safi kulu sekta sala kenisa tala business center aino abuna biga bidor be bouncer leader up eyes but they can't see for the future on this country. I biga safi bele mazet bediride ya biga tala sikama bele mazet bediride ya biga safi bele mazet bediride ya biga tala sikama bele mazet bediride biwaja shedi umata inafibeto bi asadu ya wele itafana kebit puta mabagget abinu be mara dugu telefon jana bansu min school headmaster gali fisto lisa madafawo ya beletia itabiga nuketir mami bumfok fata inataki ya laktabani baba dictorion itabiga nuketir baba bumfok fata inataki ya laktabani corruption biga safi kulu sekta sala kenisa tala business center abuna biga bidoro be bounce our leaders have eyes but they can't see for the future in this country. I have bigger safi bele mazet bediride ya biga tala sikama bele mazet bediride I have bigger safi bele mazet bediride ya biga tala sikama bele mazet bediride biwaja shedi